cross-border payments in our existing real-world cross-border payment product alongside XRP, so we're able to scale that globally.
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up your seatbelts. Today is going to be a deep dive showing you all how integrated Ripple is with this new financial system, showing you all that for the past couple of months, and obviously, of course, for years now, they have been deeply embedded into building out this new financial infrastructure, meeting with regulators, having private closed-door meetings that, again, you and I will never really get to see the likes of, but as always, bringing you all the realest information, keeping you at the forefront of this digital transformation. We're going to show you all that here today. We're going to set the tone with a little bit of a lengthy video. This is from Senator Andrew Bragg. This was uploaded 12 days ago, and we're just going to pay attention to his rhetoric. He completely grills these individual panelists and just goes on to mention, to keep a long story short, because this video is 8 minutes and I don't want to play the entire thing. It's labeled "In 2 long years, Labor's made zero progress on crypto." You can go look it up on YouTube yourself if you want to watch the entirety of the length of the video. But long story short, he just grills these individuals on how they've made absolutely no progress on the Australian front via regulation in the crypto environment for Australia. Take a second and listen. This is going to set the tone as I show you how deeply embedded Ripple is with regulation and the regulatory environment in the crypto landscape.
Issue and set of technologies to regulate, and we're well advanced in preparing a bill.
But Mr. Kelly, if I took that argument, then I would never do anything. I mean, all you're doing is regulating gatekeepers. You don't need to regulate every single token.
Based on your bill, which I think a polite way of saying is half-baked. Yeah, but we're not in a position to just put a piece of half-baked legislation in the Parliament and hope for the best. There's been considerable work done. Building on, I think, and maybe we object or disagree that there was a comprehensive piece of work that we inherited. I don't think that was the case, from what I understand. We've had to build quite a bit more into the regulations and discuss...
There are no regulations.
No, to consult with industry over what might be in the regulations. That's the issue I think that there's a lot of interest over, and we are doing that work. I mean, it's not the first area that was underdone and underdealt with that we're cleaning up and comprehensively responding to.
But no one in that industry...
Well, it's true.
No one in that industry believes you. No one would agree with that we didn't do anything. You've had 2 years and you've made no progress.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Australia's going backwards on every measure here. No one in that industry believes you. No one would agree with that we didn't do anything. You've had 2 years and you've made no progress.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Australia's going backwards on every measure here.
Wow. So massive tension right there. Now, again, he ends that by saying that you've pretty much made no progress. Well, let me show you all who is deeply embedded with Senator Andrew Bragg, who has made progress. And we're just going to go back 6 months. Okay, well, you could probably go back even further, but I didn't want to bore you all to death with more links. So let me just show you all. Rahul Advani, obviously, of course, representative at Ripple in the APAC region. You can see here he posted on his LinkedIn profile, "This week's APAC Policy Digest comes to you from Down Under in Australia. Team Ripple and Matico joined forces at the Crypto Assembly in Sydney, organized by Blockchain APAC, where Nicole, David, Neil, and I spent 2 fruitful days in discussions with public and private sector to develop a course of action for the future of Australia's crypto sector." So right there off the board, remember, keep in mind, Senator Andrew Bragg is telling these representatives that they've made no progress, but we can clearly see Ripple behind the scenes making progress on the Australia front. And that's massive. As we continue, this is only from 2 months ago, just to show you that the developments have never ceased to exist. They continue. But here it mentions Senator Andrew Bragg. So you can see Rahul Advani posted on his LinkedIn, "I had the opportunity to join a delegation from Blockchain Australia to present our future policy recommendations paper to distinguished members of the Australian Parliament in Canberra." Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. "Thank you to Senator Andrew Bragg." So you can see that Ripple is in the pocket with Senator Andrew Bragg right here. Okay. That Senator Andrew Bragg is in connection with Ripple, and Andrew Charlton for chairing the session, right? And it's what were they talking about? They were in discussions on the benefits of blockchain and crypto for the Australia economy. You cannot make this up. So Senator Andrew Bragg is grilling these individuals for getting no progress done, but we can clearly see there's progress being made behind the scenes via Ripple and Australia. Here is a post from just 1 day ago. Rahul Advani, as of time of recording this video breakdown, it is the 16th of June. I don't know when I'm going to upload this. So again, this is recent. This is fresh off the books. It's been a tremendous blockchain week in 2024 in Sydney, right? So you can see the activity. I cannot stress enough that Ripple is at the forefront of all of this. Now, let's check this out. Let's go further down the rabbit hole. Okay, here you can see 2 months ago, Senator Andrew Bragg posted this picture on his LinkedIn profile where he said Blockchain Australia has developed a policy document shaping digital asset regulation in Australia. So again, to reiterate back to the video, Senator Andrew Bragg is grilling these individuals for making no progress in the crypto regulatory environment, yet here he's posting positive pictures and fundamental pieces on his LinkedIn profile, and guess who is in this picture? Yep, you guessed it. Ripple, Rahul Advani, right there. There's Senator Andrew Bragg, just to show you all how deeply embedded Ripple is with the building out of this new financial landscape. If you can't see it after this video breakdown, again, I'm not here to convince you, but you cannot make this stuff up. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is happening. Yes, because it's taking a prolonged period of time. People don't believe it's happening, but you have to understand the framework, the development, the infrastructure that's being built behind the scenes by these people.
Better or more efficiently with zero knowledge proofs, and so that whole scaling has been built over the last few years since 2020, and that's going to enable new applications to be built and enterprises to better utilize blockchain infrastructure. So I think we're just getting to the point where we're going to see more mass adoption over the next 5 years.
And again, reiterating back to this video, you saw how confused and dazed these people were, right? I mean, it's obviously, of course, going to be a lengthy process, but it's clear as day that Ripple is at the forefront of this, and the devil's in the details. Shout out to the CYPRX research team for finding all this information. I mean, when you do deep dives, the rabbit hole goes so deep. So let me show you all another interconnected web right here, just to show you that Ripple is at the forefront of all of this with these major large organizations. You can see this is from 1 week ago on the Global Blockchain Business Council LinkedIn profile. Last week, the Global Blockchain Business Council had the opportunity to join Citi and Financial Global City Week 2024 in London. This international summit did what? It brought together innovators and traditional finance firms to do what exactly? To map out the future of financial markets and challenges ahead. Again, devil is in the details. They're mapping out the future financial system. And look who was a predominant sponsor at this event. Look at the background. You see right here, Euroclear, Ripple, the Citi UK, Department for Business and Trade. Ripple, right? Ripple's always at the forefront. People, you cannot make this up. Again, this is not conspiracy theory. This is happening. Now, do you all remember a few months back? I believe this took place in 2023, if I'm not mistaken, this particular event, re-architecting the global financial system. I mean, it literally says it right there in the headline. This was an event that was hosted by Elevande, the Japan FinTech Festival. Now, if we scroll right down here, I just want to read a little interesting highlight. Okay, it says the Financial System Reform Roundtable, and again, this roundtable, whom Ripple was a part of, brought together experts to explore global financial changes motivated by innovations like India's Aadhaar and Kenya's M-Pesa. Participants agreed on modernizing financial structures to address inefficiencies and embrace technologies like blockchain, despite concerns about reform pace and integrating old systems. The discussions emphasized leveraging. Look at this right here, this last sentence. The discussions emphasize leveraging public digital infrastructures. What have we heard Brad Garlinghouse say before?
Look, Ripple at its core is a blockchain infrastructure company serving enterprises. We started with payments and financial institutions. We've moved into custody, a lot of overlap with those same financial institutions. But we're going to expand with that same thematic of infrastructure, enterprise-based, that served us well.
Adopting forward-thinking regulatory policies and fostering partnerships to improve the accessibility and efficiency of financial services. If you've not watched the infrastructure playlist on the CYPRX YouTube, go and check it out. We've talked about how Ripple is an infrastructure provider. They literally just openly admitted that they were discussing and talking about leveraging public digital infrastructures. And we know, look at Rahul Advani's LinkedIn profile from 3 months ago. What did he post? Where was he at? And what can we see right here? Rahul Advani at the Japan FinTech Festival, the need for re-architecting the financial system. Boom. He was sitting at this roundtable. Okay. I mean, how more clear can you make it? But again, the mainstream media will never pull apart these documents for you. They'll never click through the LinkedIn profiles and make these connections for you. We're doing that here at CYPRX again. And I know that my focus has been predominantly on DeFi over the past consecutive couple of video breakdowns, but believe when I say we have not lost sight of the deep research that we conduct here at CYPRX and the interconnected webs that we've pieced together over the years. To move on and dig the rabbit hole deeper, even a little bit further, why have we been so focused on DeFi here at CYPRX? Well, let's just go down the rabbit hole on some future projections on the DeFi ecosystem, keeping in mind that just recently at the peak in 2024, the TVL locked in the DeFi ecosystem hit about $192 billion. Okay, just keep that in mind as we read through these recent fundamentals. So TRM Labs strengthens U.S. federal offerings with FedRAMP. This is from June 6, 2024. So this is only 10 days old. And it goes on to read, TRM Labs, a leader in blockchain intelligence today, announced it is in the process of achieving Federal Risk and Authorization Management Program and Impact Level 4 and 5 compliance through a partnership with Palantir Technologies. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay. This status marks a critical milestone in TRM's journey toward achieving full FedRAMP high authorization. So this is massive. This is a U.S. federal government-wide initiative that promotes the adoption of secure cloud services across the federal government. So TRM Labs is involved in this. And where was Ripple at just a couple of weeks ago with TRM Lab? Look at this, February 2nd, 2024, showing you all the interconnected webs, new frameworks for regulating decentralized finance, i.e. DeFi. This is why we've been so focused on DeFi ever since the beginning of this year, because we were reading fundamentals like this and looking at these future projections. To explore the ways that this regulation might take shape, Ripple and TRM Labs co-hosted a public-private roundtable. Again, so Ripple at the forefront at another private roundtable right there, featuring an impressive mix of regulators and industry representatives at the Elevande Insights Forum as a part of the Singapore FinTech Festival. And if we scroll right down here, it gives a future projection. Though still in its infancy stage, decentralized finance represents a rapidly growing industry. Remember, I mentioned that at the peak of 2024, it reached $192 billion. I covered that, the DeFi ecosystem, the TVL locked. It's projected to reach $601 billion in 2032, which I think is a lowball, but keep in mind that is a 5x collectively speaking from where we sit today, according to an analysis by Emerging Research, with the potential to significantly increase financial inclusion and improve market efficiencies using blockchain solutions for finance. This is one of the main reasons, ladies and gentlemen, why we've been so embedded and focused on DeFi, because the DeFi space is completely revamping up. And Ripple, I've shown you all in previous video breakdowns, is playing a massive role. Here is some screenshots and some pictures from that private meeting. You can see Stuart Alderati at this private meeting. You can see Ripple, TRM Labs partnering on this roundtable discussion. Now, right down here at the very bottom, remember, I always tell you guys to read the top of the articles, the bottom of the fundamentals. Look at how it ends this. It says, what's next? This roundtable was just the beginning of a much larger conversation on the challenges and opportunities in DeFi regulation. So Ripple being at the forefront of DeFi regulation as well. What has David Schwartz been recently talking to you all about? The XRPL, AMMs, DeFi, utilizing your XRP as a tool to earn more XRP by being a liquidity provider. Okay, you cannot make this stuff up. This is all planned. This is all part of the systemic shock to integrate into this new financial system. I don't know how people can't see it, okay? The public-private roundtable at Elevande Insights Forum 2023 highlights the importance of the need for a common understanding of DeFi. Do you see what it says right there? This is not coming from, okay, so keep in mind, remember, people are getting a little bit agitated because we've been making DeFi content. Why have we been making DeFi content? Because large organizations like TRM Labs and Ripple, okay, TRM Labs, who's getting, provisions and approvals like this for U.S. federal government-wide initiatives, are joining together to make projections of a $601 billion DeFi landscape by 2032, right? And are sitting in on private roundtables. You see right here, the public-private roundtable at Elevande Insights Forum 2023 highlights the importance of the need for a common understanding of DeFi. Please, people, we're not here trying to convince you about DeFi. We're not here to try and convince you to get involved in building a DeFi portfolio, okay? I'm here to spread awareness and information and show you all the devils in the details. Okay. I don't care if you take your digital assets and you go leverage them and you go utilize them to earn you passive income. I'm just showing you all how we are doing that because it is happening and it is an accessory that is available to you if you hold these digital assets. And you can clearly see that large organizations with way more credentials than I myself are sitting in with Ripple telling you all that you should look at this sentence right here. There is an importance for the need of a common understanding of DeFi. Why would you ignore this sentence? This is not coming from me. I'm just showing you all this information. So again, this is why, I always try to full circle things, why we've been so focused on DeFi. And you can see clear as day, Ripple at the forefront of all of this yet again. Okay. Now we're going to move on. I posted this just the other day on June 15th, 2024. Okay, this is from the ISDA. I said, didn't Ripple join ISDA in 2023? I believe it was in August. And didn't Ripple also launch a stablecoin? Question mark? Probably nothing, right? Nothing. Come on, people. This does not happen for no reason. This is directly from the ISDA. This is recently published 21st of May, 2024. Keep in mind, same exact time frame, give or take, that Ripple announces and posts and collaborates with its stablecoin. I don't think that anything is a coincidence, okay? Guidance for memorandum of law examining the validity and enforceability of collateral arrangements using the ISDA model provisions for tokenized collateral. And if we come over here to the screenshots real fast, you can see that it mentions and talks about stablecoins, right? You can see here, again, it mentions stablecoins. So what I did is I went over just to confirm this for you all. You can go to the ISDA.org website. You can look at their members list. You can see that Ripple is a member, right? They are an associate. You can see right here, Ripple Labs Inc., just to show you how integrated they are. And coming over here to Chat PDF and plugging this in and asking the question, please explain how this document mentions how stablecoins will be used. Keep in mind, Ripple 2023 partnered with the ISDA. Then 2024, Ripple did what? Launched a stablecoin. This is not by accident, people. The document discusses the use of stablecoins in the context of tokenized collateral arrangements. Stablecoins are mentioned as a part of the tokenized collateral, which includes both tokenized securities, DLT securities, and stablecoins. The purpose of utilizing stablecoins as a part of collateral is to facilitate the transfer and management of collateral using distributed ledger technology, i.e. DLT. And again, what did Ripple representatives mention? That they are going to utilize the stablecoin interconnected with the digital asset XRP, right?
Okay, so currently the most stablecoin usage I think is in like developing countries. They have like Latin America and Africa, just because to counteract the local currency and inflation rates, right? So what's specific to your stablecoin that can be applicable to global audiences?
Yeah, so I would say two use case categories that we're most excited about. First of all, we plan to leverage the Ripple stablecoin alongside XRP in cross-border payments in our First of all, we plan to leverage the Ripple stablecoin alongside XRP in cross-border payments in our existing real-world cross-border payment product
to scale the new Ripple stablecoin. By incorporating stablecoin as a part of the tokenized collateral, parties can benefit from the stability and liquidity that these digital assets offer. The use of stablecoins in collateral arrangements can streamline the process of posting and transferring collateral, enhancing the efficiency and transparency of collateral arrangement. Keep in mind, right? Ripple is an infrastructure layer. We've already shown you all how in the documents, what did they mention? That Ripple was a part of these closed door meetings, discussions emphasizing leveraging public digital infrastructures, okay? This is so massive. This is above the vast majority of individuals' normal thinking that people can't even comprehend what is being built out behind the scenes. And I just physically broke down for you all step by step, showing you how Ripple is integrated for a fact with multiple different regulatory bodies, sitting in on multiple private closed door meetings, over 3 examples in this one video breakdown that I showed you. For anybody to think that Ripple is not going to be a part of the new financial system because of your personal beliefs is an ego. You have an ego if you cannot see it, right? And I don't know why that ego is overpowering your ability to see research and education, but again, to each his own. So hopefully this video breakdown shed some light on how deeply rooted Ripple is. Again, not financial advice. Take it upon yourself to do a little bit digging. Stop believing everything that you see on Twitter. This is not a price prediction video. This is not me telling you XRP is going to be $1,000 in the future, albeit I think it's going to be a much higher price in the future than it is today. But again, to each his own. Do your own personal research. Many blessings to you guys. I cannot stress enough. Devil is in the details. Pay attention. Do not get shaken out. Understand what they're building. Understand how long this is realistically going to take. And do your due diligence, people. Okay, many blessings. As always, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe. Send this to any other Ripple XRP enthusiast out there to show them how deep the rabbit hole really goes, to give them some momentum. Obviously, of course, the market's down currently right now as I'm recording this video breakdown, but we got to stick together. We got to keep our heads high, and we got to look towards the future. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.